Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for mid-April tarot reading, and your energy is the Hierophant. So this could be order amongst the chaos. It can represent looking at things from a higher perspective. It can also represent particular institutions or organizations. So let's see. Sometimes it can represent marriage as well. Or just some sort of like security and contract. So let's see, what does Sagittarius need to know for mid-April? Ooh. Wow, my gosh. Whoa. Okay, so this is like an extremely intense month. You've got 4 major arcanas out of 7 for your main read, and like 5 if you include this one. So the energy in the past leading into mid-April, we've got the World. So in the recent past, there has been cause for celebration, something that has wrapped up, something that's completed, something that, celebration, something cause to celebrate. Right now, your energy is coming up as the Chariot. So you might be physically moving or traveling, but you can also be moving forward with a new goal or with a new objective and determination. You're an amazing manifester because what you need to know is the Magician. But the thing is, because of how it's aspected, I'm just saying that I feel like you might be pushing a little bit too hard. You might need to have a little bit more patience with this Temperance card as the energy, and there might be whatever it is that you're moving forward with, this new goal, this new opportunity, this new project, whatever it is, I feel like there might be a lot of deception and deceit. There's a lot of cloaked things that is very hidden. There's some information that is not there because even though you've got a lot of experience, you're a very determined person, you're very capable of accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish. I think you're gonna get really stressed from this situation with this 4 of Pentacles, because the outcome is, and stick with me because I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards to figure out exactly what this is all about, but your outcome is the Devil. And sometimes the Devil can also represent institutions and organizations, but ones that have gone in a negative way where they're over controlling, okay? Because of course there are some institutions and organizations that are very powerful, like some charities that have made like amazing progress and have helped people around the world and the environment and animals, all of that, right? But sometimes they can become corrupt with power. All right. Also, it could represent someone who's potentially narcissistic in your life or abusive, or so this might not be an institution. It could be someone that you are, for example, like married to or you work with. So there's some sort of connection with an institution. So let's see. Let's get some clarification cards for Sagittarius for what this is all about. Interesting. For a lot of you, it might have something to do with work or money, some sort of stability, right? And obviously if you are, married to someone, that has a lot to do with money and like shared finances and things like that. So I feel like there was something about work in the recent past that has come to completion, but it could also potentially be a relationship, or you've leveled up in a particular way, or something about money. And right now you might be a little bit more emotionally upset than you realize, but you're kind of like holding it all together because you're so focused, because you're so goal oriented. Excuse me. I feel like there might be some imbalance with emotions. Be careful if you are drinking a little bit much or feeling depressed or something like that, something with your blood potentially. I feel like there's something about like security, work, money, where you live, something in the physical that is completely being like there's a lot of deception, okay? Because what's aspecting that Magician, I mean, obviously the Magician can be amazing, but it can also be a bit negative, but it's being aspected with these cards. So there's a lack of security, a lack of trust, I'm feeling. A lack of stability for some reason. It's not what you thought, and it's all going to come to the surface for sure. Look, I feel like it will be even, it's like, okay, because this is being aspected by the Princess of Discs, please bear with me. I know that the Devil card can be a little bit intimidating and scary. However, it's almost like it got worse a lot sooner than it could have. So for example, because the Princess of Discs is just dipping your toes. So like, for example, some of you may have recently started a new relationship, started a new job, started a new investment, and it just went all awry because there was a lot of information that was hidden from you. You were outward, like, I'm feeling that like the person or institution was outright manipulating you, scamming you. This was not some sort of accident. You know how some people can give advice but they think it's real, so it's not really their fault, or they didn't do it intentionally. This is intentional. You have been intentionally scammed or manipulated, used, you know what? It might also because they may have, I feel like they may have like emotionally manipulated you, because you know how like sometimes when people will try and get you in on a scam, they'll kind of try and harness things like greed, like, oh, you know, if you don't tell so-and-so about blah, 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 and you'll make all this money. And it's like, yeah, okay, I won't tell them. But then you get scammed, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's just an example. I do feel you'll be all right in the end. And honestly, I think you're going to be like really upset about it. Well, you'll be angry about it, more like passion, that kind of furious, angry passion. And I think you're really going to like blow up social media and like let people know, be like, hey, this person's a scam artist, or this institution is a scam artist, or this organization is extremely corrupt. So I think that, yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be an institution, but not necessarily everyone. I'm going to do one more clarifying card, then we're going to do advice cards to get the best case scenario for you. Well, there's multiple people involved. Like, you're not the only person involved with this, and there's definitely conflicting beliefs and a bit of drama and arguing. So yeah, you're definitely not the only person involved in the situation, okay? All right, let's get some advice cards for Sagittarius for this. All right, cool. So I'll just show them all to you at the same time. So the first advice card, actually I'll just one at a time. We have got the 3 of Wands. So you're going to need to start like rethinking a new direction, because you were originally wanting to go in this direction with this opportunity, but it's completely not what you thought with the lies and deceit, etc. So just kind of start moving in a new direction pretty quick. It's all good. Second advice card, we've got the 4 of Wands. This represents home, getting your backbone, getting grounded again. So you might want to talk to some family members about this, or if you've got some friends or people in your life that feel like family, talk to them about it. You might want to just kind of stay home, or whatever feels like home. You might want to go for a little visit home just to kind of, if that's grounding for you. Third advice card, we've got the Ace of Swords. It's really important for you to be very clear and direct with your communication, you know, and communicate with power and force, and just being like, you know, cut through the BS, straight to the point, and be powerful. You have strength, like honestly, for sure, to overcome this. Like, you're pretty stubborn when you need to be. All right, fourth advice card, we've got the Princess of Pentacles. So I would just be, you know, for me, this card often represents like, you know, this institution or organization, they might be all talk. So actions speak louder than words. So for example, you know how some people, the people who talk the loudest usually have accomplished the smallest amount. So I would say like, oh, how does this phrase go? Like, well, are they living up to the expectations that they've presented, right? Are actions fulfilling their words? Because if it's all talk, that's just all that it is talk. So yeah, you kind of need to see it to believe it in this situation. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. And if you're still here, oh yeah, comment if this reading resonated with you. I'm very curious. And if you're still here, secret bonus card, the Magician. Okay, so you are in control ultimately of everything in your life. So just get back into your manifesting power. You got this. All right, have a great month. Bye.